3, 2, 1, go!
We are Paul Leonard
And Bryce Graskowski.
and this is 20 Minutes of Fitness.
Bryce,
Paul.
how are ya?
I'm excellent, Paul.
A little bit of fitnessing today,
Yep, very little.
but we lasted what, like 10 minutes?
I think it was 10 minutes, 9 something. But
10 minutes, and yet I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that hurt.
It was a hard workout. We programmed a doozy for ourselves of just odd movements, strongman stuff. So we pushed a 100-pound sled and clean and jerked 160-pound
Log.
log, or 160-pound log.
So we did the sled for 25 feet out, back, and then
Bryce was on the sled. I was doing clean and jerks for reps.
as many reps.
And then as soon as he finished, we would trade. He did his clean and jerks while I was pushing, and we did that for 5 rounds. And a score was the number of reps you got in clean and jerks. So if Bryce was going really slow, that helped me, but it hurt
Which
him.
is why you have a higher score.
Which I guess is why I kicked his ass at this game.
Because A, I'm a bitch on the sled, and I also don't lift that much. Didn't lift the thing that many times.
But it was a good workout, and that brings us to a good topic for today. One thing we were saying as we were walking around afterwards trying to gather our lives back is we would never do a workout like that with a sled push and a log clean and jerk in the gym.
Right, in an affiliate.
Because there's just not logs to clean and jerk, and we do sled pushes. But a workout like what we just put together there, it's very uncommon to put something like that into a gym setting.
Yeah, it's hard with more than, let's say, 4 people. I mean, that would be almost impossible to put either put the log in.
The log specifically is the hard part there. You can do the same workout with sleds and clean and jerks,
a barbell,
like a barbell, but it wouldn't be the same workout because that 160-pound log is a whole different animal compared to doing the clean and jerk with a barbell. Just your speeds are different, your technique is different.
I would say you could do it. You could, if you wanted to do this at home, get the heaviest dumbbells you can, like 80-pound dumbbells. That would be pretty equivalent.
Just like who has a log in their home gym?
Nobody has
80-pound dumbbells.
Yeah. You have one.
I do have an 80-pound dumbbell and a log, but
and that'd be a good one. You do 80 in one hand and you have 70s.
Just to make it stranger.
And that would make it weird, like the log is.
So
that'd be a good one. Make them offset. That makes it harder.
So that's an interesting workout, and we do.
Let us know how you do in the comments if you try it.
We do lots of workouts at this gym, like at the home gym, El Diablo's Playground, that you wouldn't do otherwise. And we do lots of ones that they do.
Yeah.
So the topic today is kind of what's the advantage and disadvantage of working out at home versus affiliate, and why do all the pros generally work out in their home gyms pretty much? Even like Rich has such an amazing facility at Mayhem.
Their entire team works out at his house.
Their entire team works out in a ridiculous facility nicer than anybody else's at his house. But still, he still has his own home gym. Tia just put in her ridiculous home gym.
Dude,
Matt Frazier just put in a ridiculous home gym. Like all these pros. And why are they doing that? Because they can. And they're sponsored by Rogue.
Much like their careers. Tia let Matt do it, and then she did it better.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. That gym's awesome. If you haven't seen that, go and watch her channel. But and me now going from working out in a affiliate, my own, that I could do whatever I wanted any time of the day, right?
Yeah.
Any time to work out. And then going to working out at home was really hard, like mentally, because you're like, oh shit, you have all these constraints. But if you do it right, you actually don't really have many constraints. And for like you have less constraints than you would have in a affiliate. For the most part, there's a couple of movements that maybe aren't ideal here, like rope climb, muscle ups. But beyond that, I think you have everything that a normal affiliate would have, and then some. And
realistically, even rope climbs and muscle ups, I can do muscle ups here, bar and ring.
Yeah.
But I can't do rope climbs to a 15-foot because I don't have 15 feet.
Yeah.
But I mean, realistically, I've got it set up so I can do anything that can be done in the affiliate, with like weird exceptions. Like I don't have a ski erg, I don't have a bike erg. But so a lot of affiliates don't either.
But yeah, exactly. But let's look at that. So I now work out in my house and here, right? Like at my house, the hardest thing to do is work out with a barbell. and do double unders because I have to take them outside into the parking lot and do them out there.
And that's a lot of people's reality.
Yeah, or even box jumps. I have to do them outside, which got a great new thing for that. But and then I can't do ring muscle ups or even bar stuff.
I've tried to get you to do them here, and you've proven that you can't do them.
Dude, your place is wacky. But yeah, any sort of bar work, ring work, ropes, I have to go to the park to do, which is fine. You go once a week. I mean, I also live close to a nice park that has all that stuff. But
and there's places at the park where you can hang up rings. There's places at the park where you hang up a 15-foot rope. Actually.
And it's actually really fun to go to a park and do that. Even if you work out in an affiliate, if you have a pair of rings, go to the park and put them in a tree.
Yeah,
and start doing stuff. And just the interactions you get with people are priceless. But
and trees are cool because they have so much bounce to them.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it's kind of intense.
It is.
And rope climbs in a tree are kind of the same thing. You start like pulling, and then all of a sudden the trees move, and you're like, I hope I picked the strong enough branch.
It's fun. I mean, that's real life, right? That's functional. Climbing a tree. And then at my house, inside, I have all the dumbbells from 5 pounds to now 70, right? And actually 75 I bought those new those snap-on weights for dumbbells. Pretty cool. And then I have all the kettlebell sizes and wall balls. I have a bench. Now, we're in a really small apartment.
This is in like a 700 square foot, 2-bedroom condo.
Yeah. And so we have...
He has a very understanding wife who also likes fitness.
We have the living room that we've set off the last 8 feet of it and the deck to fitness pretty much. And so we have an Echo bike. I bought that whipper. So I actually have a ski erg. We have 2 whippers. So I have a ski erg, right, on my porch. And you just hook it up when you're using it. Yeah. I have 2 rowers if I need them. And those we slide underneath the couch. And it's interesting to see how much stuff you can stick into a place that small and it doesn't feel cramped either. That's the nice thing. All we did was get rid of our dining room table that we didn't use. That's how much room we're taking up. So the programming obviously is different, and that's kind of what we're talking about. The programming here that we do is a little more geared towards what? Towards higher strength, kind of the next level of fitness versus an affiliate, you'd think?
So I think a lot of the time we choose to do workouts that are harder for ourselves. And that's something that we just like, when we're randomly like, let's do that and that together.
Yeah.
We usually end up picking stuff that's really challenging or more like odd stuff like today, because it's like, how often do you do something like that? But then we also do a lot of, we also do a lot of affiliate programming here too. So, like, I do follow mostly the Mayhem programming because I still go to CrossFit West Wahoo sometimes. And doing that programming, I'd say I do that more than I do my own programming. But, like, yesterday was 150 kettlebell swings for time, which is not a bad workout. But assuming I go hard and fast on that, that's like a 5-minute workout.
Yeah, if you could do it unbroken, what is that? 30 a minute. You'd have to go unbroken and do 5 minutes, but yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do it just to prove to you I can. But
I'd be thrilled. You should actually video that if you do it. That would be cool if you do 150. They actually Rogue had the current Rogue challenge, I believe, is 200 kettlebell swings unbroken. So
might as well keep going at that point.
So you might as well try to do 200. See how close you get, because you were looking for a goal.
Yeah, if there's actually a Rogue challenge to do 200, I believe
that's the current one.
But my point is that wasn't much of a workout.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good workout, not even a bad one to put in an affiliate. I actually think it's fine.
But for you to drive to an affiliate,
that's right,
and spend roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours of your day on fitnessing for a Metcon that's only less than 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
and not very challenging either. All it is a little bit of cardio, right?
And it would be mentally tough, especially if you're going to try to go unbroken. Like, it's not bad choices, but for me with a home gym here, I would just do that at home if I was going to do it, or I would want to do something else.
Right. Yeah.
So having the home gym is certainly nice. Now, if you were an affiliate member that was like just going to an affiliate all the time, would that be a bad one? That with a strength piece in the same day? Not a bad day to go to the gym still.
Yeah, it's a little bit of, and CrossFit kind of suffers from this on the affiliate level. A lot of like high rep movement with low payoff, besides like you said, the mental thing, and like a little bit of cardio.
Yeah,
but there's
grip strength. I suppose
there's not much strength development there. There's not much power. There's not much power development there. You'd be better off with a heavier kettlebell, less numbers, and building a little better. If you could build a gas tank with a 70, you're gonna have a much better gas tank than you're gonna ever build with a 50.
So the question, I guess, would be: so someone who's listening and thinking about joining affiliate versus not, should they join an affiliate? And I think yes, unless you're already. We are very bad examples because you and I both already know how to program.
Yep.
You've done a lot more of it than I have, but I've done a significant amount of programming, being a level 2 CrossFit coach and whatnot.
Yep.
So we make our own workouts, but we make workouts that, like today, paired really well and like complement everything and do the intended stimulus that we want to. Whereas in like my barber, I was talking to him when he was cutting my hair yesterday.
Smurf.
And Smurf was saying he's been going to the gym again since the new year. He's been kicking
Was he
it back
drunk?
up.
Was he drunk when you went there? What the fuck do you have going on there, dude?
So Smurf was telling me about his workout, though, because I was asking him what his routine is. And he goes in there, he knocks out the bis, he knocks out the tris, he knocks out today's going to be a pushing, pulling kind of day.
Yeah.
He walks on the stair climber, and that's a workout for him, right?
Yeah.
At no point does he ever have any intensity. And every time he walks in there, he comes up with a plan on the fly. He walks around the gym and says, I'm going to go do curls, I'm going to go do bench, I'm going to go do what have you. And I feel like that guy, if he went to a CrossFit gym, would do so much better.
Oh, absolutely.
His fitness level would go from here to there. He'd get his ass kicked into CrossFit, even though he works out regularly.
Yeah, of course.
Going to CrossFit would kick his ass big time.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a huge advantage for him. That being said, if you were to go to 24-hour fitness every day for a while, you could get crazy good workouts in, but you would program yourself WODs.
So that would be if you like working out with people, absolutely, you go to an affiliate.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, and we've had plenty of people come to the gym that don't like working out with people, so they're like, yeah, this isn't for me. And they have equipment at home. It's a no-brainer for them to work out at home. The only thing that you're going to need is programming, right?
Yeah.
It would definitely benefit anybody working out at home. Not anybody, but most people, it's going to benefit them paying a little bit of money for programming. And nowadays it's as low as probably $20 all the way up to like $60 for like some of the best at home programming you're ever going to find. I mean, like Mayhem's probably not much more than $40 for their entire program, or maybe.
And I bet you could get a small version of it for 20 or less.
Yeah.
Like even from someone like Mayhem.
Absolutely.
I don't actually know because I haven't checked, but I know Spiel, I think, is about $20.
Well, I mean, we use Beyond the Whiteboard.
Yeah.
Right. I believe if you're not a member of something, I think it's $20 to use their app.
Oh yeah.
They give you that not random programming built in for free. And then if you do like Spiel, if you sign up for Spiel programming, and anybody else that's attached to Beyond the Whiteboard, I think it's probably less than $30 and you get Beyond the Whiteboard. So that's all very powerful. And then you're in a little community. So even if you're a person that doesn't like working out with people, you get to see their scores.
You still just get to compare yourself to other people and pick people to try to beat and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And even the people that aren't competitive, they're still competitive.
And if you have Beyond the Whiteboard and you know somebody that's doing programming, like I know you and a whole bunch of other people that are doing Mayhem programming, I get Mayhem programming for free. I just look at what you did
every time.
Yeah. So in the morning when I wake up, I could look at the people that did it at 4:30 in the morning at the gym, and I already know what the programming is. Yeah. So I could actually follow Mayhem for free if I wanted to. But it'd also be Mayhem affiliate, which isn't necessarily good for me. Yeah. The other consideration is, do you have space for equipment? Like, obviously, like you said, Tommy's very understanding because she wants to use it too.
Yeah.
So we are like, all right, what's more important? A dining room, which we didn't use, or having the ability to do almost every workout that we could think of in our house.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. And I own the equipment already. I mean, I have $20,000.
You would be paying for storage equipment otherwise.
Yeah, I have $20,000 worth of equipment. Can you take the time or the space and the money investment and actually put together a little bit of a home gym. And you don't need a lot of stuff or space.
Yeah, you don't need $20,000 worth of stuff.
No,
a set of dumbbells.
Or
Like you can get a long way.
Set of dumbbells, set of
really.
kettlebells.
And you can get away without kettlebells. You buy, like, I have the kettlebell attachment.
Well, I'm saying you pick one or the other.
One
right?
or the other. Okay, yeah.
You pick one or the other. Like street parking, and once we actually get ours going, we would do the same thing. Like street parking has I think a dumbbell only workout.
Yeah.
And then a kettlebell only, and it's the same workout. They just modify whatever they need to do. And if they don't, I know they Beyond the Whiteboard did it too. They had all the different things when COVID happened. All these places, that's what they did because they knew affiliates were giving away. Hey, Paul, you get to, and we did it. You get to take home 3 things or 2 things, and so you had a dumbbell and a kettlebell and a wall ball. Yeah. Well, you now can do a whole bunch of stuff just modified, right?
With a minimal amount of equipment.
And don't forget, you always have body weight, and you don't need any equipment. But with minimal equipment, we did odd object today. Odd object's the easiest one because everybody has odd objects at their house.
Everyone's got something to pick up.
I've done a workout where I lifted the end of a couch up overhead, over and over.
Pull-up bar is another one that's really nice to have, but you can get the door frame one.
I actually have. Now that you mention it, I have a door frame one.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do anything kipping, so it's strict, which is good. And it's great for pull-ups. I use it all the time, even though I go to the park several times a week and do pull-ups there, but I still do it at the house.
And instead of using the one that's got that just clips into the door frame, you can buy one like the Rogue one that actually screws into the studs above the door frame. Then you can do damn near anything on it. Again,
it's all like what kind of space do you have
much are you willing
to do it? How willing are you willing to put into that? But if you have the programming is cheap enough as opposed to like what Smurf's doing, just kind of coming up with whatever he feels like on that day, which isn't the best way to do it. You kind of want some sort of direction for progression, right? Like even though we make stuff up here, I'm doing a strength program at home of squatting, pressing, so that's always going up. And then
and I'm squatting every day for the last while now.
And then the Metcons are, I'm doing at least 3 Metcons a week, if not 4, or some longer cardio pieces. So I'm getting in tons of stuff. So definitely doable. But so why do you think the pros generally don't work out in affiliates, or if they do work out in affiliate, it's not in a class setting? That's the difference because they have to do this stuff.
Well, and I think a huge portion of that is like Pat Vellner, maybe he does do drop-in classes sometimes at the affiliate he works out at because he does officially put his name with an affiliate.
Yeah.
So maybe he does do a group class every once in a while. Yeah. But to him, he's so much better than those guys. He's not working out with them. He's working out for them.
He's working out alone. He's working out by himself anyway.
Yeah, like he's so much faster and better that like it's not the same thing. And like the program,
and that's his lightweight cardio piece.
That's right. Like they'd put a heavy day at the gym where they're doing 225 clean and jerks. But if it's meant that the gym can even do it, then that's like
lightweight bullshit.
Lightweight nothing for him. So he might still do it. Yeah. But if he's going to be doing workouts like that, they don't really count. And then, so he has to work out by himself.
And then in the rest of the day, he's doing a super long cardio, like a sit on a rower for a half hour plus, or echo bike, or running. He's
running or swimming.
He's doing a strength piece, and then he's probably also doing an Oli lift piece or a gymnastic piece.
Yeah,
generally
he's probably doing 5 pieces a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of the pros that are full-time athletes, they're probably doing 5 pieces a day, probably 5-6 days a week.
And they probably have some minimum things that they do all the time. Like I remember when Scott Panchek was at the gym, he was doing 60. His goal was 60 unbroken toes to bar, so he'd do like 60 a day. And so you do it 60 a day every day. Okay, day 1 you're probably breaking it up into 6 rounds, and eventually. The goal is you're doing 60 unbroken and you just have less and less. But that's not even considered a piece. That's just considered.
It's just part of what he does.
Calisthenics. Like for what we had started doing right before, what do we have going on? Oh, before the wedding. Every Sunday we were going up to the park doing 100 pull-ups of some strict pull-ups or 50 strict pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100, I guess you'd call them slant board sit-ups. It's not a GHD. And 100 pistols. And so it would take us like 15 minutes, but it was just something we did.
There's something to do.
And we just click completed. We didn't time it or anything. It's just, you got to do this so that you can
Just for
still
practice.
do these things, right?
Yeah.
And I think the pros are doing a lot of that stuff. I mean, they all row, they all do like the cardio stuff, like rowing.
Yeah, they just need to keep it up.
They just need to keep their technique and their capacity to row hard and long, whatever. Whereas they don't really need to do a rowing workout. I'm sure they do once in a while.
Sure they do. They're part of the pieces.
Like they'll try 19.1 to see how they're doing, just as a spot check to make sure what they're doing on their long row days are working, But
as we've been talking about the Open, the other thing that's kind of important to note is the pros that you're seeing on Instagram, they're not training for the Open.
Yeah,
they're training for the games.
The semifinal.
The semifinal, maybe, or even actually just the games, if depending on how good they are. But even the best, I guess, have to put them in a semifinal.
So, like, for myself, I'm not, like, right now I'm training to do the Open because I don't plan on doing the semifinals. But I'm absolutely going to qualify for the semifinals. I just don't want to do them. Normally, I would be training for the semifinals. And so now I'm just training so that, okay, I did the Open movement so I don't get completely shit blown out of the water. So I definitely make that 10%, right? But for most people in affiliate, the Open should be their games. So they need to be aiming for that. And then for like my level, it's the quarterfinal, trying to get to the semifinal. Then if I make the semifinals, it's like, okay, now it's like, can you make, I mean, it's the same training. There's only 20 people going to the games from the 30 that go to the semifinals, or not even, right?
Yeah.
10
maybe?
10? There's 20. No, it's 20. It's 20, but only 30 go to the...
No one pays attention to the old people, not even me.
But they're only cutting 10 people, so what the hell is the difference? Like, if you make it to one, you're going for the other.
Yeah.
But somebody like Vellner and all these guys, all the professionals, they have to peak at semifinals because the dudes they're going against that are on the verge of making the games, they're pushing as hard as they can on that weekend. And if you are any way off, you're fucked. Even if you are Medeiros.
Yeah, you have a bad weekend as Medeiros, you still have a bad weekend.
One bad workout, and you don't go to the games, and then your year is shot.
And when you're a professional athlete that's being paid purely based off of that, you miss a year at the games. Maybe you don't lose all your sponsors and everything.
But if you miss two.
But it hurts. Yeah,
but if you
even
miss
one misses a lot, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely watching that social media and everything definitely isn't helping it.
No.
So, in the end, the conversation ends with caterpillars. We're going to talk about caterpillars today.
Yeah.
So, there are lots of caterpillars in my backyard. You can see right there. There's one that's about to become a chrysalis up there.
Oh, yeah. We'll take some shots on
and Bryce is going to add them to the video, some caterpillar stuff. Because monarch butterflies have gold on them.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy.
And that's pretty cool. And Bryce didn't know that.
I had no idea. But the caterpillar turning into the butterfly is much like the class affiliate class member, metamorphosizing into the next level. And the only way
home member,
which is doing a little more difficult workouts that you generally can't do at an affiliate. And that's kind of that next level up to turn into a butterfly.
All right. Peace.
What?